Let's get right into it.
Number 7.
Imagine your brain is like a cheap office intern trying to organize files at 3 a.m. The files are your dreams. Some of them are wild masterpieces, you fighting a sword-wielding raccoon in space, or running late for a test you didn't study for because you've been dead for 12 years. Doesn't matter. The intern brain looks at these, yawns, and throws them straight in the recycling bin. See, when you dream, you're running on REM sleep fuel. Your brain waves are doing the neurological version of interpretive dance. But the problem is, the part of your brain that should be pressing Save As on those dream files, the hippocampus, is basically asleep at the wheel. Instead of storing these dream adventures in long-term memory, it just lets them evaporate, like Snapchat messages. Your brain literally ghosted your raccoon duel. There's also a timing issue. You only remember dreams if you wake up during or immediately after REM sleep. If you wait too long, your memory cache clears itself out. Think of it like when your browser crashes with 47 tabs open and Chrome just says, "Oops, sorry," with zero explanation. That's your hippocampus every single night. And sure, sometimes you wake up with a tiny snippet, maybe an image of you trying to order pancakes from Shakespeare, or a sound of your high school gym teacher playing the bongos. But that's not a full dream memory. It's just the corrupted thumbnail of the file your brain deleted. Basically, your dreams are stored on the world's worst hard drive.
Number 6. Dreams are fueled by chemicals. Serotonin, dopamine, acetylcholine. It's like a rave in your skull. But here's the kicker. The second you wake up, the bouncers show up and shut it all down. Your brain chemistry shifts gears so hard, it's like going from a techno festival to a tax seminar. While you're dreaming, acetylcholine is boosting your brain's visuals, making those raccoon sword fights look IMAX quality. Meanwhile, norepinephrine, the chemical that helps your brain remember stuff, is basically shut off. Your brain has chosen to prioritize trippy special effects over memory recording. It's like making a blockbuster movie but refusing to release it on DVD. Brilliant. Then, as soon as you open your eyes, the chemical balance changes again. Your waking brain floods with norepinephrine, but by then it's too late. The dream reel is gone. Poof. Imagine trying to save a Word document after you've already closed it. Yeah, not happening. This chemical bait and switch is why you sometimes remember just enough of a dream to be frustrated about it. Like you just had the most emotionally intense love story with a lampshade, but all you can recall is the lampshade's smug little smirk. Thanks, neurochemistry. Really helpful. Basically, forgetting dreams is less about your brain is broken and more about your brain is too busy juggling chemicals to care about your night adventures. It's like waking up after a party, checking your phone, and realizing no one took a single photo. All those epic moments? Gone. Forever.
Number 5.
Your brain actually has a very smug little feature called reality filtering. Basically, it decides what counts as important memory and what counts as delete this nonsense immediately. Guess where dreams usually end up? Yep, straight into the trash. See, when you wake up, your prefrontal cortex, the serious, responsible adult of your brain, boots back online. This is the part that handles logic, planning, and deciding not to eat an entire cake in one sitting. Well, sometimes. The prefrontal cortex looks at your dream, sees you riding a unicycle across lava while arguing with a talking carrot, and says, "Absolutely not. Irrelevant. Goodbye." It's not that your brain can't remember the dream, it just doesn't care enough to. Your waking life gets prioritized, because remembering that you left milk on the counter is slightly more useful than remembering your carrot lawyer's legal advice. There's also the problem of how illogical dreams are. They don't follow normal cause and effect rules, so your brain just doesn't know where to put them. Imagine trying to file a tax form that's written in crayon with half the numbers missing. Do you keep it? No, you shred it. That's what your memory does with most dreams. So, congratulations, you're not bad at remembering dreams. Your brain is just an overzealous bouncer that kicks out anything that looks weird, which is basically everything that happens in dreamland.
Number 4. Here's a fun twist. Your brain is wired to survive, not to be your personal dream diary.
And survival mode doesn't give a single flying raccoon about your epic fantasy adventures. When you wake up, your body does a priority reset. Heart rate, blood pressure, breathing, all those boring but necessary things shoot straight to the top of the to-do list. Remembering your dream about kissing Leonardo da Vinci while riding a roller coaster? Yeah, that's not even on the list. This survival first reboot happens fast. Within seconds of waking, your brain is busy scanning the environment for real-world threats. Am I safe? Is that a lion? No lion? Great. Time to think about coffee. The dream gets tossed out like an expired yogurt in the fridge. It's also why nightmares sometimes stick harder than regular dreams. Fear and threat processing are tied to survival, so your brain occasionally files those under maybe keep. But even then, the memory often fades. It's like your brain saying, "Remember the monster chasing you? Kind of important. Wait, never mind, just kidding." Basically, your dreams get overwritten by the boring but necessary Windows update of staying alive. Thanks, evolution. Really nailed the priorities.
Number 3.
Here's the thing. Your brain has the attention span of a toddler in a candy store. And dreams? They don't exactly scream urgent business. The moment you wake up, your brain instantly locks onto whatever shiny object is nearby. Alarm clock ringing? Phone buzzing? The fact that your pillow is mysteriously on the floor. Congratulations! Your dream has already been evicted. Dreams require focus to be remembered, but your waking brain is a professional-level distractible mess. Even thinking, "Oh, I need to pee," is enough to completely overwrite that vivid dream where you were elected president of an underwater city of dolphins. It's gone, permanently. And let's be real. When you do remember a dream, it often feels fragile, like holding on to a soap bubble. You wake up thinking, "I should write this down." But then your stomach growls, or your cat steps on your face, and poof, soap bubble popped. It's the neurological equivalent of Snapchat. Fun while it lasted, but you'll never get it back. Your brain's default mode is forget dreams unless they're terrifying or absurdly emotional, which explains why you can vividly remember the nightmare of showing up naked to class, but the sweet dream where you won a lifetime supply of tacos? Yeah, that one's gone before you even find your glasses.
Number 2. Think of your mind as a ruthless Hollywood editor. It takes the raw footage of your dreams, hours of bizarre, colorful nonsense, and then cuts 99% of it on the floor. Why? Because apparently your life story doesn't need an entire subplot about riding a giraffe through IKEA. The editing process is brutal. The average dream lasts about 20 minutes, but the part you actually remember? Maybe 5 seconds if you're lucky. And your brain doesn't care about continuity either. That's why you only recall random, disconnected clips, like your grandma tap dancing, then suddenly you're flying, then suddenly you're late to math class. It's not a plot, it's a bad trailer. Scientists think this editing happens because your working memory has a strict capacity. It's like trying to save a 3-hour movie onto a floppy disk. You're only getting the scraps, and half the time, they don't even make sense. But the kicker? Your brain doesn't tell you it cut the dream. You wake up thinking, "Wow, that dream was so weird," without realizing you only saw 0.1% of it. It's like bragging you watched The Lord of the Rings, when in reality you just saw a 6-second YouTube clip titled Frodo Scream Compilation.
Number 1. All right, here's the biggest culprit behind your vanishing dream memories: your brain's chemical housekeeping. While you're asleep, certain neurotransmitters, especially norepinephrine, the one tied to memory and alertness, basically pack up and leave the building. They clock out like it's Friday at 5 p.m. Why does that matter? Well, without those chemicals floating around, your brain can't form solid long-term memories. So even if your dream was a cinematic masterpiece, explosions, drama, betrayal, a surprise cameo from SpongeBob, it never makes it into the permanent archives. It's like recording over a VHS tape with static. The content existed, but the tape's blank now. When you wake up, the chemical systems restart, but by then it's too late. The dream file is gone.
Sure, sometimes you catch a fragment, like I think I was at a zoo, or maybe it was a bank, and the cashier was a penguin, but mostly it's wiped, clean slate. This chemical reset is actually super useful though. If you remembered every single dream in high definition, your waking life would feel like trying to use a laptop with 700 tabs open. Total chaos. Forgetting dreams keeps your mental hard drive from crashing. So, the next time you're annoyed that your dream about inventing glow-in-the-dark spaghetti slipped away, remember, your brain wasn't being lazy. It was just doing spring cleaning, and your dream got tossed out with the junk mail.
That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.